This review is of Sakura Japanese Grill on Ohio Pike, which is Highway 125 in Amelia. And we ordered a lot, but we got extras because one, they made a mistake when they were making my sushi. So we've got two kinds of sushi mixed in here and I don't know what the other one is. And two, they gave us crab rangoon to try. So this is tofu hibachi. This is shrimp shumai or shumai. This is spring rolls. This is vegetable soba. This is shrimp soba. These are, what was it? Spicy shrimp, spicy crab meat roll. Sorry. And mine is sweet potato, the one that I know of. Let's see. Oh, and this is, okay, got that crab rangoon. And yeah, so that's it. So we're going to try all this and see what it tastes like. And since they gave us chopsticks, I'm going to use those too. For those of you who don't know how to do it, it's really easy. You put your chopstick between your thumb and your hand, and then use your ring finger, and then you take the other chopstick so that the tips meet, and you hold it between your thumb and your first two fingers, just like that. I'm not perfect at this, so don't laugh too much. I'm going to open up this sauce that comes with the shumai. I'm going to try that first. Okay, hopefully I won't make a mess. Oh, I just spilled a little bit. Then I spilled a little bit more. And it's been a long time since I've used chopsticks, so forgive me. That's nice. Okay, so that was nice. It's quite similar to the shumai in Indonesia. Now I'm going to try his spicy crab meat sushi. And I'm going to get a little bit of the fake wasabi to see if it's good or not. Oh, that's nice. And let me check this ginger. Ooh, strong, nice and strong. There's some sweetness to it. I went to King Buffet, which is in Withamsville, and they had wasabi that was kind of blah, and they had ginger slices that didn't taste right. So here we go. Oh my God, I dropped my wasabi. I dropped it again. There's no spiciness, but I do like it. I wouldn't say that it's amazing though. All right, so that one's out of the way. All right, now we're going to do the the spring roll. And I think this is the sauce for it. I'm not entirely sure. The lady was wearing a mask, and so often I couldn't understand her. She's Chinese, so it was a little bit garbled because of language, but also the mask was a big barrier. There's a lot of rice noodle in here. By itself is pretty bland. So you're definitely going to want to dip this. So that's nothing special. Okay, now we're going to do the crab rangoon. Now, I'm very familiar with crab rangoon. I know what it should taste like. I also know that it's got cream cheese in it. We didn't actually order this. This was given to us for free, as was the extra sushi. So I'm going to take my lactase, Almost got it in the garbage. And start with them. You can see it's very nicely cooked. There's very little filling in it. Sweetened. Very little crab meat in there. So it's mostly just like a tablespoon or no, a teaspoon of cream cheese. So it's just okay. Nothing remarkable there. They've decreased the amount of what's in it to save money. So yeah, that's fine. All right, now the hibachi before it gets too cold. It does have zucchini and mushrooms and tofu, of course, and some broccoli. Looks like it's got, yeah, fairly standard for hibachi. Tofu is fairly firm, dry from frying, mildly salty. I don't feel like there's anything very special about this. It's definitely not as good as it could be. So the hibachi is kind of disappointing, honestly. I think I just got some meat. And since this is tofu hibachi, I shouldn't have. So yeah, I wouldn't order hibachi from this place. Now, I did almost forget to tell you, there is no dine-in at this place. It's only for drive-through and carry-out. And there is no current, there is no menu with the current prices. The menu online is wrong. The menu that they have in the restaurant is wrong. All the prices are higher. So, for example, the shrimp mai was $5.35. We had it fried. The shrimp soba noodle, $10.55. The vegetable soba noodle, $8.55. Hibachi tofu, $9.85. Spicy crab meat roll, $6.15. Sweet potato roll, $5.05. And spring rolls, $3.10. And they do not have mushroom soup anymore. So now I'm going to try my son's shrimp soba. So we'll start with a shrimp. Nice and big. Nice. Not the freshest shrimp, but not old either. It also has zucchini. My son doesn't like zucchini, so I'm going to eat them. Because I like zucchini. It also has what looks to be maybe Chinese cabbage. Or white cabbage or Napa cabbage. And now let's get a little bit of the noodles, if I can. This is not something I'm good at when it comes to these big chunky noodles. So this whole meal was almost $49. If you think that's a good price, let me know in the comments what you think. I think that, historically it's a really high price, and given the flavors so far for much of the food that I've had so far, I think it's overpriced. Certainly for the hibachi, the crab rangoon, which we got for free. And I'm trying my vegetable soba, which should be the same. Now, I am not versed in soba. But to me, this is not much better than the hibachi. So yeah, I'm not impressed. It's I think that the reason it's not that good is simply because they're in a suburban area where there are a lot of people who have very, very American taste preferences. So they make this the way that the local people want, which is very unfortunate because real Japanese food is very, very tasty. Also doesn't help that it's run by a crew of Chinese and Mexicans. I mean, I'm not dissing them, but they're not Japanese. But I know what good Japanese food tastes like. And this is not it. So, yeah. Good thing they gave us some sweet sour sauce and yum yum sauce and a whole bunch of soy sauce as well from this really cheap brand YW. And it's a very, very cheap brand that a lot of the cheap Chinese restaurants order. All right, so we're down now to just the my sushi and the extra sushi, the mystery sushi. Because the chef made a mistake. I'm sure they didn't want to have sushi just sitting around, because it's best to get it when it's fresh. So we're just going to try. Boy, oh boy, I can't even tell what this is. We're going to try it without the ginger and wasabi. And it looks like that. Something in it is fried. Like tempura kind of fried. It does taste like sweet potato. So I just cannot tell if any of these are not sweet potato and what mistake was made. I'm going to try this one over here. And I think this is different. It's also got tempura. But I think it's one of their seafood tempura ones. I just can't tell which. The sauce on top, if you can, it's kind of a sweet sauce. So between the sweet potatoes and the sauce, it's almost like a dessert, really. I mean, and then you add in the white rice, which is just a form of sugar, although it doesn't taste like sugar, obviously. And you're basically getting a gut load of sugar from this. That's okay. I'll live. Oh boy. So I got a little bit of ginger and wasabi. Fake wasabi, obviously. The sushi, honestly, I didn't get any signature rolls. Those range from nine to I think it was $9 to $12. These start at I think it's $5, or some close to $5. So they're a lot more reasonable. So if you can get a roll for $5 at the grocery store and it's decent, it's probably going to be about as good as what you're getting here, unless they don't have the flavor you want at your grocery store. And obviously, what's at the grocery store is not necessarily being made by somebody from the Orient. But yeah, my son and I don't really feel like this is a place that we will visit again. But again, it's not really their fault. They have to cater. A lot of these Asian restaurants choose to cater to the local population, either because they can't compete with the genuine Asian restaurants for the attention of other Asians, or there are no Asians, so they have to cater to the local tongue, which means that they're a bit sad because they love their food and they want to present their real food to us, but some of us are too narrow-minded in our food preferences to accept that flavor. Granted, some of the flavors that come out of Asia are very, very alien to us, and even to me, with my very cosmopolitan international tongue and love of lots of different kinds of flavors. But like I've been to an Indonesian restaurant in Atlanta, and they changed the flavors, and I was like, oh my God, this is so sad. I'm curious now. I want to try the yum yum sauce. Oh, if you decide to walk in the front door, be prepared to see that almost all the tables have their chairs on top, and there are boxes of inventory all over the place. I mean, not all over the place, but on some of the tables, on the floor, and so on. So it's, if you don't mind that, waiting there, they do have a couch that you can sit on. A waiting room couch, not a house couch. Yeah, so with my knowledge of Asian food and what it should taste like, if you're looking for something authentic, this isn't it. King's Buffet, definitely not it. If you're looking to just fill your belly and you're in the area, go to King's Buffet. It's fake Chinese. It doesn't really taste like Chinese food. Yeah. But and they have hibachi, which I didn't get to try, and they have sushi, which was nice. The food was nice. It just didn't taste like Chinese food, and that was sad. But yeah, so this is just an average place. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.